Hello, everybody. Welcome to ET Live. New York Fashion Week continues, and we have you covered here in studio. We're going to be breaking down the looks right off the runway. Which celebrities are in the front row? Marissa and I, have it covered for you.
All of the trends. You guys, we're going to be with you every single day at 10 a.m. Pacific during Fashion Week to bring you all of the latest. So let's start with the very, very latest shows, and this is one that happened yesterday. Tory Burch.
Tory Burch in New York City. Love this show in particular because I know a lot of the looks were inspired by someone who I am absolutely obsessed with, and that's Princess Diana.
Yes,
obviously,
I love it.
You know, she passed 22 years ago, but still is inspiring people on all different levels, and one of them is fashion.
Yeah, and one reason we keep seeing this happen is because, like we always say, fashion is cyclical, and the 80s is so back. I have been watching show after show and seeing 80s inspired looks, so I love that she pulled inspiration from Princess Diana's favorite looks.
Literally in the 80s too. That first look was 86. This blue polka dot was 85. I mean, and Diana, fashion icon.
Absolutely.
And we're even seeing too, like people like Hailey Bieber. She just did a whole spread in
I love
Vogue,
that.
inspired by Princess Diana. And now we're seeing these looks literally on the Tory Burch runway, and I love it so much.
They look so timeless. They
Yes.
look so timeless. And I want to pluck them off the runway and wear them right now. So let me show you guys a few of my picks from this show. This first one, we just saw model Natalia Vodianova. And I love this because it's paired with sneakers. So it's this really ethereal kind of like peasant dress.
I didn't even see that.
Paired with sneakers. So it's, you know, and Tory Burch's collections are always very wearable clothes. They're things you can pluck right off the runway and incorporate into your everyday life. For women who work, for women who are, you know, just out and about on the go, like you could literally pull any of these and wear them.
I love this because it's also saying, like, women, you don't have to wear heels all the time.
It's still hyper feminine. All right, so another trend we keep seeing, let's see this next look, utilitarian trend. So trench coats, khaki, olive, things with lots of pockets, anything utilitarian inspired.
Oh, we saw a lot of that yesterday,
Saw
too,
a ton of
with
it.
Kate Spade New York.
Kate Spade, Brandon Maxwell had some utilitarian pieces, so we're seeing it again on Tory Burch's runway, and I love this because it actually mixes a bunch of these neutral tones together for a really cool look.
And I love a good burnt orange. Love it.
Right? Love.
Oh, and she's wearing flats, too.
A lot of flats.
Wow. Marissa, kick off the heels.
I know. Why are we even wearing heels today? There are so many flats on the runway. All right, another thing I'm loving are these mixed prints. So we're seeing a lot of bold prints mixed together. This one gives me straight up like working girl 1980s vibes. The pussy bow blouse, the polka dots, the plaid. I love all these things together, and the reason that it works is because they're in the same color family.
Yes.
So, and nothing's really competing with each other. They're complementing each other.
I do love, because I was always, my mom would always instill in me, you don't mix prints, this and that.
Right.
But now, like, it's okay to do it. As
totally
you said,
okay.
It's in the same color family, but like even your outfit, like I would never think to mix fringe with tie-dye. But because
why not?
But why not? See, like I played it safe with my look, is like I did a very busy print on top, and then I did solid here, but now I feel like I'm inspired to mix it up. Like I could do something crazy on the bottom.
You're actually kind of doing this next thing we're going to talk about, which is color blocking. So you have pink and you have red kind of color blocked together. We're also seeing that on the Tory Burch runway with this last look. It's this color blocked dress. Love this. This is totally different from some of the earlier pieces in her collection. I love the rope belt that she has it styled with. This is so cool. Really feels very timeless, and this is something you'd want to throw on to go on vacation.
And mixing the colors that we've been talking about that are trending. So I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a lot of burnt orange and green.
A lot of bold color.
Yeah, a lot of bold color. You know, when I think of Tory Burch, I think of regal and richness, and it's no surprise. Look at her right there. God,
she's so chic.
We love Tory Burch, and you know, of course, a lot of celebrities love her too. One of them being Emily Blunt, who we saw at the show supporting Tory. Here she is again, burnt orange.
Love
Hello.
it.
We love a good pantsuit. This is just everything. The pop of color on the lips.
Maya Hawke also looking super chic. I love her.
Wow, spitting image of her mother, Uma, I will say. Who else do we have? Alexandra Daddario. Wow, this look kills, no pun intended, Why Women Kill on CBS All Access.
So another show that I just loved yesterday was Jason Wu. Jason Wu actually took a 2-year hiatus from New York Fashion Week, kind of did a little rebrand, and then came back with a diffusion line that he now calls Jason Wu, and then this runway collection is called Jason Wu Collection.
We love a good rebrand.
Love a little rebrand moment. Just regroup and come back really strong.
In channeling the French Riviera, what better way to come back than like bring those Monaco vibes? You know what I mean?
There are so many beautiful things. Let's see this yellow trench coat because I loved this. Not functional at all because it's a chiffon trench coat that's totally sheer, but I love the silhouette. We're seeing a lot of trench coats for spring. That's not a groundbreaking concept, but I love that he switched up the fabric and made this a really ethereal, soft trench coat in this bright yellow.
Love it.
We're also seeing so many beautiful gowns from him, sheer tools in these nude colors. They look just like swaths of fabric draped over them so effortlessly.
So stunning.
I love this
Complimentary
nude
to the
gown.
Skin tone color, love it.
Yes. Let's check out another one. We've seen a couple pieces in nude. This one's more of like a taupey gray nude. These really subtle ruffles. I love that you can see her legs through this. It's just really romantic.
We've seen a lot of sheer as
lot
the
of
trend
sheer.
on the runway so far in New York Fashion
And again,
Week.
green, this last one, it's a soft seafoam green. So romantic, soft, and pretty. I love how feminine and beautiful this
Love
collection
it.
is.
Now let's take a look at who was in the front row at the Jason Wu show. We've got Patrick Starr.
Patrick Starr,
looking
hi.
oh so fabulous.
Wearing
at
a Fashion
New York
Week
Fashion
turban.
Week. I love it. I love this. And I love this one shoulder moment. The green pants.
Right, there we go.
Green is the trend, you guys. It is the color. Also, Lucy Hale and Linda Cardellini
So
sitting there
chic.
front row. So chic. I love this. Where was our invite, Marissa?
I know. All right, so let's talk about Prabal Gurung because this is a designer that I really love, and I loved this show. So Prabal is celebrating the 10th anniversary of his brand, and we always see bold color, and we always see a lot of statement-making things happening on Prabal's runway.
And a lot of florals, too.
Yes.
A lot of florals, whether it's on the runway or the champagne bottle that he designed and sent us. A lot of florals.
There were so many florals for spring.
Groundbreaking.
But he did show a lot of florals. He had his amazing floral headband. Let's see this first look. It's this white two-piece. This was actually the very first look that walked down the runway. And I'm curious, I'm dying to know, are those florals something that he added for the runway? Or is that actually part of the look? I'm going to say it's a runway addition.
I'm going to say he added it, right. And they're fresh. They're probably fresh.
Fun. I love this. Asymmetry is not going anywhere. We saw so many asymmetrical tops happening all through last year. It looks like that's going to continue.
I think this is a great look, to be honest, for Call Me Crazy, but festival season. It's flirty, it's fun. You know, it's white, might get dirty in the desert sand, but I think if you do it properly, you could pair it with some cowboy boots if you're doing like a stagecoach thing. But I don't know. Again, call me crazy because I'm like, this is on a freaking runway. Or you could do it at like a wedding rehearsal or your actual wedding, you know, whatever.
Something Prabal also does on the runway, which I love, is he's always shown men on the runway. And so this next look is shown on a male model, but I think anyone can wear this. I love that we're not seeing tie-dye go anywhere because, as we know,
you're so trendy,
I have subscribed to the tie-dye trend. I love the tie-dye trend. So here it is done in a little bit of a different way. It's more of a stripe and then paired with this floral track pant. Love this.
All the flowers.
And the same print we also saw in this beautiful printed dress with a big, huge headpiece. Again, this is a piece for the runway, but the way we'll see this translate into actual wearable trends are probably florals in the hair. We'll probably see a lot of floral hair accessories come next spring. I think we're gonna. Everyone loves a floral moment.
Everyone also loves a blazer moment. You know, I'm obsessed with my blazers.
I love how he did this too because this is in a seersucker print, and the skirt is also seersucker, and then he paired it with this little bralette, which looks like it's a tropical floral, and it looks like also the underside lining of the blazer matches. I love it. He does bold color really well. He does his collection makes me want to go on vacation. I just want to throw on these outfits
Marissa,
and go on vacation.
The French Riviera. Let's bring all of our green and our trends.
Speaking of green,
we
have a green dress to show you.
Wow.
Look at this.
See, again, screams vacation. Also screams richness, elegance. Not just because money is green.
And I love that we're seeing colorful shoes and color blocking with accessories continuing into fall. This is super fun. He paired this with a bright blue shoe. And then the finale gown was stunning. Let me show you guys the finale gown. Look at this.
Wow.
So he takes all of the elements from the collection, the florals, the watercolor, the whimsy, and then he adds feathers and this. I mean, they look like sleeves. It could be a capelet. Don't know, don't care. I want to see somebody wear this. It's so stunning.
Now, for those who are at home and who may not be that familiar with New York Fashion Week, can you explain, like, really the importance of the finale look? Is it supposed to be, like, the biggest statement maker?
The finale look is usually the biggest piece or the most glamorous piece. It's the piece that that really caps off what the collection means. And what Prabal loves to do is during his finale, when he brings all the models back on the runway, he'll usually use that moment to make an additional statement.
Right.
He loves to use it to make a political statement, which he did yesterday. So he is an immigrant. He's been in the United States for 20 years. And he had his models come out wearing a sash that said, "Who gets to be an American?" It's like a Miss America style sash because he's making a statement on immigration.
And he actually took to social media to kind of explain the, his inspiration and wanting to make the statement. As you can see right here, those are the sashes that say who gets to be an American. And he said, to me, this country has always been a beacon of hope where one's wildest ambitions can come true, a melting pot that is so colorful, multicultural, and beautiful.
I love this. This is something that's deeply personal to him, and I always appreciate an artist that uses his platform to push for a message that's bigger than just the art.
1000%. And as you mentioned, he, is an immigrant, and he has been working tirelessly in this country, and,
and he's doing so well.
And he's doing so well.
He's a huge success.
Has a runway show at New York Fashion Week, and what you're seeing right here is a look at Prabal's inspiration board. Love it. I see a lot of orange here again, burnt orange.
I love seeing a mood board for a collection because you see the seeds of the ideas that ended up coming to life on the runway, and it's just
the beginning.
That's how amazing these artists are. It's so much more than just clothes.
100%. And you know what? We are sitting here singing our praises to Prabal. Well, a lot of celebrities are singing their praises to him as well, who were sitting in the front row. Kat Graham and Caitlin Dever, both actresses, right there, front row at New York Fashion Week for Prabal Gurung.
Another big fan of Prabal is Tiffany Haddish, and E.T. caught up with her on the 2018 Emmys red carpet, where she told us all about her custom Prabal look. Let's take a listen.
Tell me about this dress.
So this dress is by Prabal Gurung, and it's custom made. It's the only one that exists, because I asked them to make a dress that represents Eritrea, my father's country, and so these are the same colors as the flag from Eritrea.
Hey, I'm Zendaya.
Hilfiger - Tommy.
And we are here at the Tommy Hilfiger offices preparing and prepping for our show. The experience of designing this second collection was actually surprisingly so much smoother and easier than the first time. I think just because I had a little bit of an idea of what I was doing. I think the first time around I was just I was having a lot of fun and I was going for it, but I was super nervous and didn't really know what to expect, and had all these ideas about what it should be and how people were going to respond and all that kind of stuff. So I just feel like just more calm.
Oh, one of my favorite dynamic duos right there, Tommy Hilfiger and Zendaya.
I love this pairing.
Literally the pairing of my dreams.
It's so amazing. Tommy has been so smart in the way that he's sort of evolved his brand in the last few years by pairing himself or partnering with these amazing women, these young women who kind of help move his brand into today.
Right.
He partnered with Gigi Hadid for his Tommy Now first shows, and now he's partnering with Zendaya for this one. So the big difference we're seeing between this show and the rest of the shows we've been talking about is this show, even though it's showing during Spring 2020's Fashion Week, this is a Fall 2019 show. So these are clothes for right now.
Wow. They're really, this is literally an interactive runway right here, and you can essentially buy it as you're watching it, right?
So the concept is see now, buy now. This is the direction fashion's been trying to move in the last few years. And the idea being we're looking at clothes a good 6 to 8 months before we're planning on wearing them. So designers are now trying to say, all right, if it's fall, why don't we show you fall and give you the ability to buy it at the same time?
Literally, because I think as a viewer, that's like probably the most frustrating part is seeing all these looks that you want right now and not being able to have them. So I love that Tommy and Zendaya did it to where, we can literally buy it.
It's so smart.
It's so smart.
We're shifting gears a little bit, and now we're talking about current trends, fall trends. And the interactive experience was so cool.
I mean,
so if
2019,
you guys
hey.
didn't get to check it out, check out his website, Tommy Hilfiger's website, and you can shop the collections, watch the whole show. But the inspiration here was really 1970s, like Bianca Jagger, like really
Harlem
cool,
vibes.
powerful, feminine tailored suiting.
And that
Tons of suits.
Literally, when you say that, powerful, tailored suits, I think of Zendaya.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not just something that she wears because she's partnering with Tommy. It's something that I feel like her fashion has always represented through the years, as you know, in her career, whether she's on the runway or not on the runway, on the red carpet. You know what I mean? Like
we just saw her in a suit at the Harper's Bazaar
she
party.
wears it so well. She does it so well. She's so symbolic of.
She makes it look really easy.
Empowerment in it. Oh,
And it is easy. Guys, I really loved the show because these are so many of the trends that we've been talking about for fall right now. Houndstooth, head-to-toe leather, tailored suits. And I love that there's a lot of feminine silhouettes, too, like this look we're seeing right here. I've seen a lot of polka dots. So polka dots not going anywhere. We're going to see that from fall all the way into spring.
And those, I believe, were velvet polka dots, huh?
Yes.
Which brings us
Love
to
a
like our
velvet polka
first
dot.
look on the runway.
Let's talk about some things we loved. The velvet suit. This velvet suit is so cool. Another reason I love a suit, you can buy one piece, you can buy both pieces, you can wear them individually, you can wear them together. It's just a great, really luxe take on suiting.
I'm done.
You could wear this to an event for the holidays. You can wear them piece by piece. All right, let's look exactly how much this suit costs, because you can buy it right now. $325 for the blazer and just about $160 for the pant.
Don't mind me.
Right here.
Don't mind me getting out my phone.
Starting to shop right now.
TommyxZendaya. I mean,
They're investment pieces,
literally
but they're
everything.
classic.
Oh.
And I bet
And that
they're
color.
beautifully made. The color
And
is
that
beautiful.
color. Oh.
I would treat that color like a neutral.
Done.
That
Done.
deep wine burgundy color, treat it like a brown, treat it like a black. You can style it with a ton of different things.
Oh gosh. All right, next up we have the striped top from the collection, which you can pre-order now. Yeah, it's like this metallic knit striped jumper.
It feels very 1970s. I love that it's paired with a leather skirt. It's a simple top, but it's just a little bit cooler than a regular t-shirt.
Yes.
This is something that's a great layering piece. Let's see.
It's not like a regular
site.
It's not like a regular.
It's not a
stripe.
regular
It's a
t-shirt.
cool one.
It's a cool t-shirt.
Mean Girls reference, you guys. We tried.
$129.50 for this piece. I love the keyhole neckline. Love it. And there's a variety of sizing for this collection. So
And I love all
they're keeping
of-
everybody in mind.
I love all of the patterns that we've seen, like the polka dots, the stripes, and then moving on to the houndstooth.
Houndstooth, guys.
Everything.
Such a big trend. So this is model Whitney Harlow, and she's wearing this head-to-toe houndstooth look. But we're going to focus on this adorable little hat because let's say you're dying for a piece of this collection, but you don't want to spend upwards of $100. This houndstooth newsboy cap is also available for sale on the site.
Oh, I want the whole thing.
I know. I mean, obviously, I want the whole look.
Oh, the jacket with the belt. With
I'm
the
very
hat.
excited
Oh.
that this style of hat is coming back. It is $69.50 for this hat on the site. Available.
I almost wish that it was colder in Los Angeles, so
I
I could just
know.
walk around in that hat and
This happens.
in the coat and all of its
Every
glory.
fall, all I want to do now, I want to wear like a yummy sweater and some boots, and it's still 90 degrees.
All I know is I want everything that is in Zendaya's closet because she
Yes.
just gives us all of the looks. And it's so funny because even before this runway show, she has been literally wearing some of these looks throughout New York Fashion Week at different events, kind of like teasing us and giving us a little taste.
She
And, like,
wore the velvet suit.
She wore it. This was at the Daily Front Row Fashion Media Awards, and that's where I first fell in love with it. And
That's the
then-
suit we just showed you guys too. So
and
that's
then
it
I
on her.
love that she has the polka dot scarf paired with it, and then she switches it up and has like a polka dot outfit later in the week. That was at a fragrance launch. I can't. She has left me speechless. I can't even get my words out. But at a fragrance launch in New York City as well.
And she's been rocking the collection all throughout this marketing campaign for TommyxZendaya. I love this checker coat. We didn't even get a chance to talk about this, but we're also seeing this checked plaid a ton for fall. And this was from Tommy Hilfiger's Instagram. She just looks so cool. There's no better spokesperson for this classic American brand than her.
She, like, I have some of her clothing from back when she did Daya by Zendaya. Like, her fashion, whether she's wearing it or whether she's a part of the design process, it's a 10 out of 10.
And the casting on the runway was fantastic. We saw models of all shapes and sizes, and we even saw Ashley Graham rocking her bump on the runway. Look at her. I love it. She's just living her beautiful pregnant life.
I love that the baby bump and the baby has already made its New York Fashion Week debut. On the runway.
Baby's already walked the runway.
Baby's first runway. I love that.
She
What a
looks gorgeous.
milestone moment. You know, Tommy Hilfiger has had so many milestones throughout his career. I mean, his classic preppy looks have been gracing the runways literally since the 80s.
Yes.
You know what? Here's the best part. E.T. has been there along the way with Tommy Hilfiger many times. Take a look.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger is one of the most groundbreaking designers in fashion history. He is globally recognized and known for his classic American preppy style.
I think it's all about having the right stuff for the right people at the right time.
In 1985, Tommy launched his first signature collection. His clothing became a staple of style in the 90s with those signature colors.
I'm true to form with red, white, and blue.
Celebs were always spotted either backstage or front row at Tommy's shows.
They're very happy with my clothes, and I'm happy that they come, get support from them. It's great.
He also worked with hip-hop artists when other brands didn't, including Destiny's Child, Usher, and Aaliyah, who was a spokesperson for the brand.
I'm honored to be a part of bringing fashion and music together. I think I do it through my clothes. I'm inspired by music. I'm very proud to dress the hip-hop and rap and rock stars.
Tommy's collections are constantly changing with pop culture.
It has to be modern, it has to be new, it has to evolve.
He started an international journey with his Tommy Now experiential runway shows back in 2016. They were featured in Los Angeles, London, Shanghai, Milan, and Paris. The Tommy Now shows were originally a collaboration with model Gigi Hadid.
We just were so excited by how the fans in the world
Accepted and embraced us.
Most recently, he unveiled the first TommyxZendaya capsule collection. The actress is the newest global brand ambassador. This year, Tommy returns to New York Fashion Week. He is set to showcase the fall 2019 Tommy and Zendaya collab.
It's never a question with us.
From Tommy to Carolina, we are not done talking about all of the action that is going down at New York Fashion Week. Next up, Marissa, we have the Carolina Herrera Spring 2020 show.
Love these collections. And, you know, Carolina herself retired a few years back, and creative director Wes Gordon has taken over. So this is one of his latest collections, or it is his latest collection, but it's one of his only collections. He's only been around with the brand for a few years now, but he trained under Tom Ford and Oscar de la Renta. And
so this isn't really his first rodeo.
No, but he's stepped into this brand so seamlessly, taking the DNA of the brand and just rolling with it. I loved this collection. I loved his first collection, which I think was a year ago exactly. And there's a few looks we're going to show you guys. I'm really hoping we see on the runway, on the red carpet during award season.
And I think the first one, actually, you would be so happy with because it's tie-dye. Listen, Marissa, you are so on trend today.
Well, I'm just
tie-dye.
excited that tie-dye is not going anywhere because I think it's a fun, whimsical trend, and I'm here for it. This is more of like a watercolor look, but it's kind of got a tie-dye feel. This is a casual-ish gown, but, you know, Carolina is all known for her crisp white shirts and her collared shirts paired with a ball gown skirt. So kind of like taking those elements and turning it into a gown that feels very 2019, 2020.
Also very vacation vibes too.
Yes. And
Get
we're
my
seeing,
passport
again,
out.
so many 80s inspired silhouettes. We're seeing big sleeves, big shoulders, crisp things. I love this little mini dress. It's also giving me 80s vibe.
Oh, this is everything. This is great for a red carpet.
It's really youthful and fun. And, you know, Carolina Herrera is very elegant and can feel almost like it's for an older demographic, but I feel like Wes Gordon, he's only 32 years old. He brought it into today. He made it accessible for young people.
I love seeing that look on the runway and then seeing you in the camera right below it. It's so picture perfect. I mean, it looks
colorful.
Like you should be on the runway next year.
I wish. Speaking of green, we've seen so much green. I love this little like chartreuse bright green mini dress. Again, big shoulders, big sleeves, 80s vibes.
Lime.
And it feels youthful, but it still feels like Carolina. I love it.
And I love the neckline here. I love this, and it looks like a lime on a body.
I love
the sleeves. It's everything.
It's just so
That's my way of describing fashion. It looks like a lime on a body. Wow, Cass.
And we're seeing polka dots again from Carolina Herrera, and I loved this gown. It felt really soft and beautiful. And again, we're getting those 80s vibes, guys. It's not going anywhere. I think that might be the biggest trend for spring.
I think that Emma Stone should wear this for when the Cruella de Vil movie comes out. Oh my God, it would be everything with her red hair.
Mark her words. Let's see if she wears it.
I'm about to manifest this. I'm telling you guys, Emma Stone in this polka dot dress. It'll happen in the future.
And speaking of celebs, let's take a look at who was sitting in the front row at the show. Vanessa Hudgens was there, looking super chic and cool. And she was also there with Valentina. Love her.
Carly Kloss was also there. Carly rocking this look at New York Fashion Week. We're seeing a lot of belts and things tied around the waist. That is something that is one tidbit that I've taken away from New York Fashion Week so far too.
A lot of cool belts.
Get out your cool belts. Get out scarves. Tie them around.
That's
all
true.
Of that.
A lot of interesting belts.
Does this count? I tied my shirt.
Yes, it does.
I tied my shirt today. Does it count? Wow, we're so on trend. I love it. Well, speaking of trends, you guys, Carolina has ruled the red carpet. There is no doubt. Here are some of our favorite stars in Carolina Herrera over the years. Take a look.
This is Carolina Herrera. Yeah.
If I didn't have my glam squad, you would not believe how shitty I would look right now. I'm wearing Carolina Herrera, for which I'm eternally grateful.
I do my own clothes, so I bought my stuff online. And I bought online, it's by Carolina Herrera.
You look like a Fragonard portrait. I am so impressed that you stepped out of the box with this beautiful Carolina Herrera hand-painted ball gown.
Thank you. I thought it was a little bit different. I think it's really fresh. I think it's very romantic, and it's sort of a twist on something, and it's very modern.
Who's the dress by? You look amazing tonight.
Thank you, Carolina Herrera.
You look great.
Oh, I'm really lucky. We've collaborated for so many years, and she's helped to make the experience of being an actress and going to public events just extraordinary. Every event is memorable because of what she brings to it and the gift of these gorgeous gowns to help celebrate the occasions.
Oh, you guys, that is a wrap on day 2 of our New York Fashion Week coverage here on ET Style Feed. We're just cruising right through it, but there's still so many more shows to go.
Much more to come, you guys. We still have to Michael Kors to look forward to, Marc Jacobs, so many more things. And at the end, we're going to recap all the trends that we've seen so you guys can get your credit cards ready. You know exactly what to invest in. So stick with the stream and check us out every day during Fashion Week at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Fashion!